Let's talk about some of the famous and popular now Republican narratives about Obama, anti-Obama talking points for 2012. Let's go through these quickly, Louis, and let's determine which of these will help Obama and which will hurt. I think a lot of the Republican talking points for 2012 are going to actually help President Obama get reelected.
Really?
Yeah. Let's go through these one at a time.
I don't think so.
Corporations are people. That's a Republican meme now that Mitt Romney has said directly. I think that one is going to help Obama. I don't think that that's an argument that Republicans are really going to win with voters, with actual voters in the general election.
This will help Obama.
Yeah.
This talking point will help Obama.
Yeah, corporations are people is not an argument that is going to, on the whole, help the Republican candidate win. Do you disagree?
No, I agree with you, but I don't think it's going to have a huge impact.
Okay. Women who use birth control are sluts. Anything woman-related is going to help Barack Obama. No
Definitely.
question. Disagreement on that, Natan?
No, I totally agree.
College students are snobs. This idea from Rick Santorum that college education, getting people a college education is a liberal conspiracy, and that if you go to college, you are somehow an elitist snob. That's going to be a hard one to win, I think.
I think that's doubly bad. I think it's bad now because no one's going to vote for a Republican. No conservative college student, well, let me rephrase. I'm sure some would, but a lot of them might not vote for the Republican. But this will affect people's decisions down the road in the coming decades. If you become a Democrat your first election cycle, then you may stay that way for the rest of your life and vice versa.
I agree. Gay Americans are an abomination. On marriage equality, Louis, as we see the country continue to become more progressive, that's just going to be a losing one for Republicans, isn't it?
Right.
We see more and more states legalizing marriage equality. That's not a winning argument.
Not a winning argument.
Poor people deserve to be poor. This one, I actually am not convinced will hurt Obama because there is such a negative connotation about poverty and about personal responsibility that even with all the progressives that are out there, I don't know that one may be one Republicans can use to their benefit.
Right, but they certainly shouldn't phrase it that way.
And under this language is also union workers or socialist thugs, the unemployed or lazy parasites. All of those, I think, are in small areas in Wisconsin, in Ohio, are being used to help Democratic candidates. But on the whole, I think labor is one where there is still a mixed bag in terms of voter opinion.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Global warming is a hoax. I actually think that one's going to be not much of a factor. I think global warming is just not going to be a huge factor this election, given the economy.
Never has been.
And the U.S. president is a Muslim agent from Kenya. I think all the birther stuff is really, really damaging to the Republican cause. Any involvement, any implicit or seen even agreement or lack of completely denouncing that at this point, except in tiny conspiratorial circles, is helping Barack Obama.
Yeah, I would say that the birthers are an incredibly small minority, but some of those polls we looked at a couple weeks ago are pretty frightening.
But bear in mind, those were Republican primary voters in Mississippi and Alabama.
Right.
It's certainly not representative of the electorate as a whole.
That's true.
On the bonus show, we'll talk about Sweden moving to a cashless economy. We'll talk about Israel banning underweight models and undisclosed airbrushing, and Panda poop tea, which Lewis says he would actually drink. Strange story. Become a member, davidpakman.com/membership. Back after this.
The David Pakman Show at davidpakman.com.